I've always wanted to do a winter wonderland theme. That is the concept that I chose. So I created the whole thing around the opera. And so Wycliffe Eli, for me, his suits fit to me what opera singers would want to wear and how they would want to wear it.
I felt really honored to know, okay, they flew me in to St. Lucia and they want me to open a fashion show.
This is the 4th annual event that we've done to raise funds for police and firefighters in St. Lucia. There are many unaddressed needs that they have. Many of them are very basic. We feel very strongly about just creating an atmosphere where they feel that they are cherished and they are valued. So this event really brings the private sector together, the business sector, in a very big and meaningful way where they can pledge their support.
What I found really interesting, the models were like ministers and businessmen and so on. So it was really interesting to see that they were so disciplined and they were coming to these rehearsals just to make sure that the show was a success. So everybody wanted the show to be a success, and that's exactly what happened.
I mean, from the shoes to the belts to the waistcoat, everything was created by the gentleman. So incredible. I mean, and I commend him, and I think we will look forward to continue working with him in St. Lucia.
One of a kind. It's not the sort of typical stuff you see in the Caribbean. It's something I'll probably wear in Paris, which I go very often.
The collection I presented at Couture in St. Lucia was an Asian-inspired collection. I wanted to do something that had a red carpet appeal, very luxurious, edgy, and I just didn't want to do the normal jacket, pants, shirt, waistcoat, and handkerchief. So I decided to go with the Asian theme so that I could use like the nice bands around the men's waistline.
It was very fresh. I loved his styling. I loved the sash. I just love the fit, the form. It harks back to the dandy era, the way our guys used to dress. I loved it. I loved everything about it. Obviously, it's a collection for every single male from 0 to 100, as it were. So I look forward to seeing more of him.
Jack Burke from Digicel is a great opera singer. I'm a big fan of opera. So when he said he would sing, so the opening number was built from the very beginning with Wycliffe Eli as the designer.
Fantastic design. I mean, I went out wearing his design very first, and I think we stole the show at the first round. I mean, we got all the opera we wanted, we got all the chairs from everybody, and I think it was very, very impressive.
Every man that walked out there, I was pretty mesmerized by what he had on. And then when he actually came out, that was a whole other level. He just came out with this presence. And I just sort of looked in awe, like, oh, this is what I have to do when I get on stage.
There are a number of models and people who are watching this evening who are actually going to request suits to be made by him. I shouldn't probably say this, but I've actually ordered a suit for my husband for Christmas. I hope he doesn't get to see this interview. But he's an incredible talent. His designs were beautiful, and I think he was a tremendous opener of our event this evening.
I was really, really proud as a Caribbean man. I've lived in the Caribbean my entire life, and
the Caribbean fashion industry. I mean, it speaks to us and who we are, or DNA. You can see it in that lineup of capsule collections. I mean, Eclipse, you can't get away from that perfect fit. And certainly I love his take on modern and giving a little throwback at the same time. But when you talk about a well-tailored garment, Eclipse Eli is really, really excellent.